Hello everyone, I'm the Crafty Missy and welcome to my channel. Today I'm showing you a DIY that I had a lot of fun with, making a board game. The game that I made is BTS themed. BTS is a Korean boy band that I've recently become a huge fan of, but you can make this with any band or singer or movie or TV show or book or whatever topic you want. You just need to modify this a bit in that case. The aim of this game is to collect photo cards and do various actions. And each player collects 8 cards, one of each band member and one OT7 card, that is a card of all 7 members. And whoever collects the required 8 cards first is the winner, and card trading is also included. You don't need expensive items to make this game. And the rules and the actions for the numbered squares are in a PDF file that you can download from a link in the description box. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Let's start. First of all, you will need some cardstock or cardboard to be your game board. Now, you can use cardboard like this. This is from a cardboard box, but obviously if you use something like this, you might want to paint it with acrylic colors or watercolors or whatever paints you have. However, I have some cardstock, and this is pretty easy to find in craft stores and any stores that sell paper items. So I have this pad that has different colors of cardstock, and this is the perfect size for my game. And I think I'm going to use either this purple or then this lighter purple for my game board. Next, you need something to make the squares on your game board. Now, they don't have to be squares, by the way. They can be round or any shape you like. You can always draw them on with a marker. But what I did was I had this stack of just normal printing paper that has different colors. And I chose 3 colors, and I cut out these round scalloped little things that I'm going to glue on my game board to be my squares. So here are my colors that I cut, and if you're wondering how I cut these, let me show you. I have this PVA glue that has this round cap, and it was the perfect size. So what I did was I placed it on my colored paper, then I went around it with a pencil, drew it, and then I cut them off with these scissors. These are Fiskars paper edgers, and they give you a scalloped edge. But you don't have to do anything like this. You can just cut them out with regular scissors. But I really liked the scallop edge look that they gave. So these are my game squares. So then you will obviously need the photo cards that we're collecting in this game. I have these cheap photo cards that I ordered from Wish. These were really cheap. They were like $1 or $2 a pack, and some of them were even free. I just paid for shipping. I have different types of cards here, and you can definitely mix and match. Your photo cards don't have to be all the same. You can just combine whatever you have. If you can't get these photo cards or something like this, then you can make them yourself. It's really easy. Just print photos from the internet or cut them from magazines, newspapers, and either laminate them or glue them on a piece of cardstock. And those are your cards then. And if you can't get those either, then don't worry. You can play this as a complete text version game. All you need is a little bit of cardstock. Just write the boys' names and OT7 several times on pieces of cardstock and cut those out, and those will be your photo cards. So the amount of cards that you need for this game depends on the number of players that you're going to have in your game. You have to keep in mind that every player is collecting 8 cards, one of each member and one OT7 card. However, each player will no doubt acquire more than one copy of certain members as they go around the game board, so it's not enough to just have 8 cards for one player. Now, I have here this stack that has, I believe this has 54 cards. Now, I would say that this is good for maybe 1 player or 2 players at the most, but I would have a good amount of cards for 2 players and even more for 3. But keep in mind that you can actually make photo cards as you play. If you run out of them, just keep a little bit of cardboard there and just Write the member's name on there, write OT7 there, whatever photo card you run out of, just make a photo card out of cardstock for that. The last thing you will need is this action sheet. You can find a link in the description box of this video to a PDF file, and that PDF file contains this action sheet, and then it also contains this sheet. This has various game rules and tips for the game, so you may want to read this before you start playing. The action sheet contains numbers from 1 to 15, and whenever you come to a numbered square in your game board, you would look at that number from this action sheet and perform whatever it says here. There are various actions here. Sometimes you might have to sing or dance or stay put one turn or even get an extra photo card. You don't have to print this, by the way. You can just keep it open on your computer if you want to save paper. Let's start making the game. I chose this light purple cardstock as my game board, and here are some of my game squares, even though they are round. And I decided to make 4 rows of 6 here. And what I do is first I place them here and see that they are evenly spaced before I glue them on. Or actually, I think I might be using double-sided tape because glue might warp the cardstock a little bit. So this is how I would place them, and then I would just continue placing them here until I have 6 in a row here. There we go. So I'm going to be putting these on, and then I'll show you the game board. Here is my game board now with all the squares attached, and the next step is write the numbers and the members' names on these squares. I'm following this plan. You can follow it if you want to, or then you can modify this and make your own.